It was a wonderful night for Mohamed Salah, as was able to score fastest UEFA Champions League hat-trick. Congrats to him. Right now, Liverpool fans all around the world are celebrating what he did yesterday. Welcome you on the show, 360 Sport. On Trust TV, I am Adeni Ajishafe. We have to look at story trending in the world of sports, and we have to start with our own lady. That is Toby Amusan, who right now has been nominated among nine others for Women Athlete of the Year. And really, we have to celebrate her for what she has done this year, and at least for the fact that she's among those nominated, and we have to appreciate what she has done for herself. Well, I have in the studio Akogo Yusuf. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, it's good to be here in the first place. Good morning, viewers. It's a very good one for Toby Amusan. We saw what he did at the Athletic Championship. He did very well. We need that goal for Nigeria, him and the likes of Brume. Because it's a very good one for her, for this being nominated as among the top 10, best women athletes in the world. This is a very good one for her. She is not the only African on that list. We have another Kenyan, Faith Kipyegon, who is also, the 1,500 meters champion. So it's among the nominees. She's also among the nominees. There are two Africans on that list, a Kenyan and a Nigerian. It's a very good one for them, and I think it's going to be a moral boost to, other young athletes who are actually looking up to the like of Toby Amusan.
Well, we'll be looking at Tobiloba Amusan there for what she has done. Remember, she was able to run 12.5 seconds at the World Athletics in Oregon, where she did well for herself. She's the African champion. She's also the Commonwealth Game champion. Looking at the list of the 10 nominees now for this award, we have Tobiloba Amusan there, number one. That's Chase Ely of US, Shelly Ann Fraser Price of Jamaica, Kimberly Garcia from Peru. You have Sherika Jackson, Jamaica, Faith Kipyegon from Kenya, Yaroslav Machukic from Ukraine, Sydney McLaughlin from US, and you have Yulima Royas, who's actually from Venezuela, Sean Miller Ubo from Bahamas. Those are the 10 nominated athletes right now for the Women Athlete of the Year. Well, Nigeria just have to vote because the voting will be closing soon, according to what Athletics, formerly known as IWAF. But I'm very sure if Nigerians should do it like the population, keep voting for this lady, she will actually win this. The 10 nominees will be pruned down to 5 before the eventual announcement by December. In November, they will prune it down to 5, and then, but easily you can just go on the Athletics, that's the website, to vote for Tobiloba Amusan. Really, she deserves to get this done. She has really done well this year. Commonwealth Game champion, World Athletics Championship champion, world champion when it comes to 100-meter hurdles for women, 12.12 seconds. She broke the record of that's Ken Harrison right now, but for the fact that the lady ran 12.20, but our own Toby ran 12.12. In fact, she ran 12.06, although that one was wind supported, and we have to appreciate what she has done in hurdles and a lot of inspiration that she has brought to so many Nigerians.
Absolutely. It's a very big one. If you look at what she has done so far, for she to be recognized by the World Athletic is a very big one for her and for Nigerians. And we can actually use this platform to appeal to Nigerians to vote for Tobiloba Amusan. She's our own. She's an African. She's a Nigerian. She's done the whole continent and, of course, Nigeria as a country proud. So we have to, vote for her and see how she can actually win this title, at least win this.
It's still a title.
It's a title anyway. How she can actually win this for Africa and Nigeria. I think this I can't remember the last time an African was nominated for this kind of award. So it's a very good one for her and for the continent.
Although we know that the Kenyans of this world, the Ethiopian like Gabriel Selassie, have been there. They've at least showed their class when it comes to marathon. But for the first time in the history of Nigeria, someone is being nominated for this award.
When you are talking about the marathon, long distance race, that you give it to the Ethiopian and the Kenyans. But in 100 meters, for a Nigerian or an African to win 100 meters, I think it's not really a means feat. This usually title that I used to think is reserved for the US, the Jamaican, and then the Peru of this world. But see, having a Nigerian at that stage is really not a means feat at all.
A good one there for Toby Amusan, running 12.12 seconds, world record right now. And we are celebrating her because she has been nominated among the 10 nominees for the Athlete of the Year, women. And hopefully she can win. With your vote out there, Toby can win. And now let's go to the big one. We just have to quickly look at UEFA Champions League as it went down. I talked earlier about Mohamed Salah scoring a hat-trick, fastest hat-trick in the history of Champions League. Now, looking at the result, 4-2 for Napoli, who right now they've done well qualifying, and really they didn't lose any game. Good one for the match that was the team rather that plays at the Diego Maradona Stadium in city of Naples. 4-2 against Ajax. Good one for our own Victor Osimhen. Osimhen was among the scorers there. Rangers 1, Liverpool 7, where Mo Salah became the first player to score hat-trick within 5 minutes in the history of UEFA Champions League. You have Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano 0-0 against Club Brugge. Bayern Leverkusen 0. FC Porto, they won that game 3-0 there. Maremi, good one for him. And you have Barcelona against Inter. Gold rush, 6 goals, 3 goals per team, and it ended in a draw. Talking about sharing the spoil there. Victoria Pleasant 2, Bayern Munich, they were able to win that game 4-2. Sadio Mane among the scorers. Sporting Lisbon surprisingly lost against Olympique Marseille at home 2-0. And you have Tottenham Hotspur, where him, his son, Harry Kane, all of them, they work hard against Eintracht Frankfurt of Germany. Now, let's take it 2 by 2, at least from each group. In Group A now, we have Napoli, Rangers, Ajax, Liverpool. Let's look at the way the table is before Yusuf will be doing justice to the remaining part of it. Napoli, they've got 4 wins out of 4. That's 12 points. You have Liverpool with 9. Ajax and Rangers are having 3 and no point at all for the team from Scotland. Yusuf, you want to tell me that really Napoli, they've actually made a statement? Yeah, 4 out of 4.
Yes, 4 out of 4. They've made a very big statement. It started against Liverpool. Many thought it was a fluke, but from what they've done so far, from all their games, they've been able to prove that, look, they are actually, in here this season for, they are not here for a joke. So I really could, good one for them, good one for Victor Osimhen with returning from injury after a long absence, coming in and then got in that goal for them. So it was a very good one for them yesterday. And I actually, like I said in some of my appearance here, I have said that this season look like a season probably for the underdog. So we see a club like Napoli that are not regular, teams in the UCL doing so well this season. And for Liverpool, kudos to Mohamed Salah. I think they need this win for them to get their UCL campaign on track, and this is what they did yesterday. Away from home, when Rangers scored out early goal. Well, one thought that, okay, maybe another night for Liverpool. But then the boys from the Merseyside, they came to the party yesterday and then they got the job done. I guess we're the drama for the party.
Well, good one for all of them. Darwin Núñez, not forgetting Firmino among the scorers there. And our own Mo Salah, yes, she is representing Africa now. He was able to do well, scoring that fastest goal in the UEFA Champions League. Within 5 minutes, he was able to do it after coming on as a substitute.
Yes, after, he came in with that energy, with that zeal, with that, he brought a new energy into the game when he came on. You could see that immediately Salah came in, there was motivation, even some of the other players up their game. And then at the end of the day, within 5 minutes, and the fastest hat-trick in the history of the UEFA Champions League, got those 3 fantastic goals. And then 7-1 it ended for Liverpool. A good one for them.
Good one for Liverpool right now. Day 2, at least. Let's take a look again at the way the table is. Even though Napoli are running away with it. Talking about Group A table now. Napoli are really running away with it with 12 points. Liverpool, yes, Day 2, just a match. If they are able to win that, they will be scaling through. Right now, they have 9 points. 3 wins from 4. They lost 1. Ajax, so far, they've lost 3 matches and they won just 1. Well, so painful for Calvin Bassey of Nigeria. Rangers, they have not even got at 1 point. They've lost all the 4 matches.
Absolutely. We said here on this program about the performance of clubs from Scotland, and they've not really disappointed us so far in the tournament. So the good one for Napoli, Liverpool. I think they look good to qualify for the round of 16. But
well,
for Ajax,
actually, Napoli, they've done it. I think Liverpool are the one now that we just say
mathematically,
yes,
maybe, but I think they are almost there. But for Ajax, maybe they have to find a way to get back to the Europa League.
Well, good one for Liverpool and Napoli right now. At least they are coasting home in that Group A. Firmino, Mo Salah, all of them did well. Even Darwin Núñez trying to add more sparks to the red, or the cups as they call them. Let's go back to the UEFA Champions League result. We've been looking at Group A. Now we have to look at Group B. Matches were also played. Well, Club Brugge, they've shocked everyone so far in this competition. They played 0-0 against Atletico at Wanda. And you have Bayer Leverkusen being defeated by FC Porto, a particular player called Taremi unsung for them. Now let's look at the way the table is in Group B, while Club Brugge against all odds. In fact, when you look at the time the draw was made, you'd be like, well, this club should be the one standing fourth. But alas, it's not so. Absolutely. Leverkusen at fourth on the log, Atletico at third. You have FC Porto with 6 points, Club Brugge with 10 points. Really, they've qualified so far.
Yes. The boys from the Belgium, they are through to the next round. I think this is the first time they're actually doing that. Do you understand? So it's a very good one for them. I mean, getting that result yesterday at the Wanda Metropolitan Stadium, clubs that have been there so far can actually tell you how difficult it is to play at that stadium. So for them to gotten that, result yesterday, I think it's a very good one for them. I think so far they've actually proven that, look, they're actually ready for UCL this season. But I really don't know how far they can go depending on the next.
This one actually can spur them into action.
It depends on who they get in the round of 16. So far, so good for them. The group is still, the fight for second spot is down between Bayern Leverkusen and Atletico Madrid. So we actually look forward to see what will happen in match day 5 and 6 as we look up to, as we continue to monitor the UCL.
Well, really, a good one for them, and I'm happy for Nigeria and Onyedika Raphael. Right now, his club, at least, they've scaled through. Well, who knows? Maybe they can actually go deeper in this competition. Antoine Griezmann, with his entire the remaining part of the team, they couldn't win against Club Brugge. They are looking at Group B as we're rolling on in the UEFA Champions League that happened just yesterday. Let's look at Group C. While we're looking at that table or the result first, talking about the UEFA Champions League Group C, Bayern, they've actually ruled from Allianz Arena from Germany, 12. 4 out of 4 also. They are yet to lose a match, neither draw. Inter Milan, it was a good draw, 3-3 against Barcelona at Nou Camp. Well, it was as if they were having a meeting, score first, I follow up, score, I follow up. And really, a good one, even though Lewandowski was able to at least get them saved. But Inter Milan really shocked the whole world because of the fact that the way they came out against Barcelona, 3-3.
Yes, it was a fight for survival. When Martinez scored that goal in the 89th minute, I thought, okay, it was all over for Barcelona. But alas, there was a certain Roberto Lewandowski who came to the party, got those 2 quick goals. On the dot of 90 minutes, and then he qualified them. Gave them a chance to qualify. If they had lost that game yesterday, that would have been the end of Barcelona participation in this year, UEFA Champions League. You understand? So when you see, it's going to be difficult for them to qualify. They are third on the table. They have 4 points. Behind Bayern Leverkusen and Inter Milan. And their last game, their next game away is at it's against Bayern Munich. So I think it's going to be very difficult for them. For Inter Milan, all they need to do is to just get that result against Victoria Pilsen at home, which I think is something that is very, very possible for the Inter Milan. I think as far as this year UCL is concerned, it will be very, very difficult for Barcelona to qualify. To be a pity not to see them in the UCL, really. Okay,
while we're talking about Barcelona, well, from the way it is, it's going to be tough against Bayern. We know how difficult it's going to be. But now, looking at Bayern Munich also, Bayern Munich, they were able to win their game. And right now, They've actually run away with it. They've won 4 out of 4 in that Group C. Let's take a look at the way Group C is standing now. Even though Senegalese star, that's Sadio Mane, was unsung just yesterday. Bayern with 12 points, followed by Inter 7. Barcelona, they have 4. They've been able to, at least they won 1, they drew 1, they lost 2. Victoria Pleasant, 4 out of 4, they lost. But for the 3 big teams there, Inter, Barcelona, the fight is still remaining, is still on. But
I think the fight now is between Inter and Barcelona.
Inter, they are playing away to playing home to Victoria.
Bayern Munich, they've qualified. They've won their 4 games. They've qualified. Now Inter, their next game is at home to Victoria Pilsen. I understand, and they're playing at home. The Barcelona is going away to Germany to face the Bavarian. You understand? So it's going to be a very tough. I mean,
and we know what Bayern Munich have actually done to Barcelona.
But no matter what happened in that game, once Inter win their game, whatever happened in that game is immaterial. All Inter need to do is to just beat the Victoria Pilsen and then qualify.
Yes, but what if Barcelona just decides, like, okay, we're not going to give up, we can do it, if they are able to defeat Bayern?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If they beat Bayern and Inter Milan beat Pilsen,
that's too seriously. It's
so
painful.
it's going to be very difficult.
I actually saw some.
So the calculation is
some fans of Inter Milan, some of Real Madrid say, okay, they're already dragging Barcelona to Europa Cup.
Absolutely. I think unfortunately that is where they are going. They are going this season. They were there last season, and they are coming back again this season. I think this is not good for a club of Barcelona. I mean status. So we'll look at and see what Xavi is going to do, because this team need a whole lot of work need to be done in that team. They are coming together, but I think it's going to take a while for them to go back to that glory days.
It could take a while before Barcelona get back to that glory day when Iniesta, Xavi, Messi actually called at least they were calling the shot at that time. But right now, for Bayern Munich, they've scaled through. They won 4 out of 4 games, and we've been looking at Group C. Now, still talking about UEFA Champions League, let's look at Sporting Lisbon. They lost against Marseille, despite their experience in Champions League. Tottenham Hotspur 3-2 against Eintracht Frankfurt. Really, they came with their machine from Germany. They nearly run away with it. Well, 3-2 they are in favor of the London club, Tottenham Hotspur. Let's look at the way the table is standing in Group D. Group D, you have Tottenham with 7 points. This is another tough group, because it seems here anyone can still qualify.
Yes, the group is open to everybody. 2 more games to go. If Eintracht Frankfurt, all they need to do is to win their next 2 games, and then they are there. So, but I think it's difficult for you to predict this group as it is. Not even 1-1, actually, you know. I'm not surprised that Tottenham is sitting there pretty at the top, but they still have a whole lot of work to do with Marseille and Sporting Lisbon very, closing in.
During the draw, you look at it, like people say, paper or not, you pick Tottenham, maybe Sporting, and then you'll be like between Marseille and Frankfurt, who we know for a while now, Marseille have not been too consistent when it comes to French football.
The 4 teams in the group actually, let me say, they belong to the same category. Marseille, Sporting Lisbon, Tottenham, and of course, Eintracht Frankfurt. Frankfurt, don't forget, they were a Europa League champion. You understand? So it was difficult for you to easily rule them out of the UCL this season. So I'm not surprised that we're having this tight race. I think at the end of the day, it's going to go down to the wire, and whoever need it the most will probably qualify.
I'm sure all of them actually needs it. Maybe the fastest.
Yes, everybody needs it, but who needed it the most?
Well, it's going to be a tough one. They are taking you back to that Group D. Looking at the way the table is, mathematically, is very dicey. Let's look at Group D again. You have Tottenham with 4 matches. They have played 4, they won 2, they lost 1, they drew 1, they have 7 points. Marseille, 6 points. Sporting Lisbon, they have 6 points. And Eintracht Frankfurt, they have 4 points. And like I said, mathematically, if Eintracht Frankfurt are able to win their next game, or even the 2 games, they have 6 from it, that's plus 4, that's 10.
That's 10 points.
Sporting Marseille, they too will be clamoring for how to can at least let's see if we can win our remaining 2, because this particular group, this is that's a Oshegun Odegbami group now. You know why? They call him Mathematica.
Absolutely. Because Tottenham next game is against Sporting Lisbon, and they are going away. from home, if I can remember.
And Sporting know what's at stake for the fact that they lost at home. They wouldn't want that to repeat itself because if Marseille could beat them at home, they wouldn't want that to happen against Tottenham
again. So they will actually, try put up a fight to see whether they can get a result from that game. And Frankfurt against Tottenham is going to be another difficult game. Again, so I mean, it's going to be. Marseille, against Tottenham, it's going to be a very difficult game. So it's a very difficult group to predict at this point, even after 4 games.
A very difficult group to predict at this particular point. Well, Heung-min Son there, he was trying to celebrate his team.
He got double yesterday.
Seriously,
so
good one for him. He has been quite a while, but now he's back to scoring goals. Yeah. He has really done well for himself. The South Korean player have done well for Tottenham Hotspur. Let's see how mathematical this group will actually be. Group D there. But for Napoli, Bayern, Real Madrid, Manchester City, they've all at least scaled through announcing themselves for the next stage. They want to announce themselves big. Let's see what's going to be happening concerning those groups. UEFA Champions League for this, that's match day 4, remaining 2 matches to go. While we quickly look at some transfer stories trending. Kogi United FC appoints former Malum Fashi football coach Shola Adewi as a new technical advisor. Good one there. He was there before, now he's back. That shows that he knows his onion for them to call him back. And for the fact that this man, he knows, I think he knows much about grassroots football. Yes. That's why they went for him.
Absolutely. It's a very good one for Kogi United. Before now, Kogi United was a team to reckon with in the Nigerian professional football league. But then for a very long time now, they've not really been there. I recall the days of Kogi United and Kogi Teachers. It was a battle between the two teams. But now we've not been there. But with this appointment, I think is a way of reviving that club and see what is going to happen in the coming season. They still have a whole lot of restructuring and then rebuilding to do to get the team back to those among the top clubs in Nigeria football league. But I think appointing Shola Adewi is going to be a very good one for the team. Yeah, he knows the grassroots football, so he knows what to do. He knows where to go and get players that will actually bring the team back to the glory days.
Well, let's hope that what he can do concerning Kogi United. Will he be bringing them back to the MPFL? Even though you seems to forget you forget so soon. You don't have any. I don't know the history, but really, they are not supposed to be reckoned when it comes to MPFL.
Yes. Not when it comes to MPFL.
Maybe at a point. Nigeria National League. Yeah. The second tier. That's where they hold sway. But really, when it comes to MPFL, you just have to remember the likes of Eyimba, Shooting Stars, Rangers. What they've done, Kano Pillars.
No, those are the big ones. I mean, Kogi United, we were there before. They were there before.
I understand why you mentioned Kogi United. Anyway, let's talk about a Nigeria who did well when he was playing for Nigerian under-8 team. Favor, they call him Favor. Well, that's Favor Hakim. Right now, he has signed for El Mahala. El Mahala, SC of Egypt, signs former Golden Eagle star Favor Hakim from EFC CFC playing Abuja, and now they have signed him. He has joined them over there in Egypt, and he will be showcasing his talent. Good one for Favor Hakim right now, who has moved to join El Mahala Sporting Club of Egypt there. We just have to appreciate the fact that he has moved from EFC CFC from here, and really, let's see what he will be doing concerning that.
Yes, absolutely. It's a very good one for him. We'll see what he can do. We saw what he did for the under-17, even though they didn't really they didn't do well in the so far. But then this move is going to be a very good one for him. We'll see what he can do for that club. Although I'm not really so particular about young players moving to clubs within Africa or even in Europe. I believe we can actually develop them here, play to a particular level before you move out of the country.
Well, good one for Favor Hakim, who has right now joined El Mahala of Egypt there. We hope he can succeed. Now, we talk about another one. That will be the last, that has to do with Manchester United tracking Benfica goalkeeper Odysseus Vlachodimos. That name alone reminds me of that movie, Odysseus. But seriously, I hope he's coming as a journeyman to help United.
Well, coming as a journeyman to help United, because already David De Gea seems to be the king at Manchester United.
You can never tell. He has some magical power.
So far, then we have some other goalkeepers there that have not seen action this season. So bringing this guy from Benfica, I really don't know how it's going to be. But then we look forward. We want competition. We want something that will put our goalkeepers on their toes. Then we look forward to see what's going to happen. It's still a rumor, transfer rumor, so we don't know.
But really, they are tracking alongside Leicester City. Leicester City also, they are interested in Odysseus. They want to get him. You know, at times when you look at most players, when the radar begins to at least hover around them, concerning clubs coming for them, for Leicester coming, then Manchester United quickly jumping into the wagon. That shows how good he is.
Yes.
And if you check Benfica, if you watch Benfica games, this guy has been very fantastic for that club.
Yeah, he's been very fantastic. Don't forget, goalkeepers sometimes they are very difficult to predict. I still remember vividly what happened to Arrizabalaga when he came from Atletico Madrid to Chelsea.
And Karius.
Karius, of course. You know, we remember what happened to them. So it's a very good one for him that he's getting his attention, but it shouldn't get into his head. He should still continue and maintain, his performance so far he's doing for Benfica. They are doing so well in the UCL. They are almost qualified for the round of 16. I think he should focus on that and say I can help the club instead of being distracted by the transfer news coming from Manchester United or Leicester City.
Maybe the two of them have been very lucky with goalkeepers. I remember Schmeichel for what they did, and also De Gea, all of them. If you check the antecedent of their goalkeeping department, they've been very lucky. Just like for Karius, Liverpool then, it was disastrous. For Arrizabalaga with Chelsea, well, you can actually talk about this story.
Absolutely. Now, it was, when he came in, you don't forget, David De Gea also came from Atletico Madrid. You understand? So, people actually thought, okay, with what David De Gea had done for Manchester United, okay, certain Arrizabalaga should also be coming in with the same, pedigree. Then that was what Chelsea went for him at that time. And then at the end of it turned out to be disastrous. They had to, go again and get another goalkeeper, certain Senegalese, who is actually, their number one. Mendy, who is their number one right now. So, for the Benfica man, I think, like I said, he should concentrate on helping Benfica.
Let's see if Manchester United will actually go for Odysseus. He will come with his magic power to help them. Well, we have to go now. It has been a wonderful time with Yusuf Akogu on 360 Sport. Congrats to Biloba Amushon for the nomination, and hopefully we hope she can win this particular edition of the Women's Athlete of the Year. Good one there for that nomination coming from World Athletics. Good one, Yusuf.
Yeah, good one for her. We look forward to see what's going to happen. We pray he wins. It's going to be a very... Sorry. We pray she wins, actually. Yeah. So it's going to be a very tight one. But then, let's see what happens.
We believe she can actually do this. What Athletics nominating Toby Amusho. They are among the top 10 athletes in the world. And right now, we want to hear that particular announcement in December that she has won it. Nigerian, you have to vote. What Athletics website there to vote for your own lady, who right now can call her OON. That's it on 360 Sport. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.